Hello, everyone, and welcome back to D&D and Me. I have a strong feeling that I said critical failure last episode. Technically, if you're watching this, filmed this Gold Dragon series backwards, so I did Wormling to Ancient Dragon instead of Ancient to Wormling. So it's also uploading in its normal schedule, so you're going to see it Ancient forward. But I'm just worried now that I said it wrong, but doesn't matter. I'm just going to get straight into the Ancient Dragon lore and then the stats, which is going to take this video about 20 minutes. So, I'm going to be honest, I forgot if these guys are prissy assholes. I haven't read it yet, but I'm pretty sure these guys are like very hoity-toity, and the Gold Dragons are like, haha, peasants. Like how I imagine knights were back in, back when the feudal age was around and they were just better, holier than thou type of motherfuckers. That's what I'm imagining, right? So let's see if I'm right, because they're fucking dragons. Gold dragons are the most powerful and majestic of the metallic dragons. Of course they are. People love gold. The gold dragons are dedicated foes of evil. Just because you hate evil doesn't mean that you're not an asshole. Just remember that. A gold dragon has a sagacious, that's a fucking word, sagacious face anointed with flexible spines that resemble whiskers. Because they really enjoy watching those like Asian dramas that are very weird, and they always have that one sage with the really really weird mustache that's really long. I don't know what it's called, but they watch a lot of those. I too like watching those. They're really good though. Its horns sweep back from its nose and brow, echoing twin frills that adorn its long neck. Why do they use echoing as a fucking word like that? Like, that's very descriptive in a very weird way. A gold dragon's sail-like wings start at its shoulders and trace down to the tip of its tail, letting it fly with distinctive rippling motion as it's swimming through air. A gold dragon wormling has scales of dark yellow with metallic flecks. Those flecks grow larger as a dragon matures. As the dragon ages, its pupils fade until its eyes resemble pools of molten gold. Devourer of wealth, because for some reason it eats money. Gold dragons can eat just about anything, but the preferred diet consists of pearls and gems. Thankfully, a gold dragon doesn't need to gorge itself on such wealth to feel satisfied. Gifts of treasure that it can consume are well received by a gold dragon as long as they aren't bribes. Basically, I imagine this motherfucker going up to a gem dragon and just eating it because it's made out of it. It's fun. Reserved shapeshifters. Gold dragons, are respected by other metallic dragons for their wisdom and fairness, but they are the most aloof and grim of the good aligned dragons. They value their privacy to the extent that they rarely fraternize with other dragons except their own mates and offsprings. They're like, fuck you. I don't like you. I'm a hermit. Older golden dragons can assume animal and humanoid forms. Rarely does a gold dragon in disguise reveal its true form. In the guise of a peddler, it might regularly visit a town to catch up on local gossip, patronize honest businesses, and lend a helping hand in unseen ways. Like, little Timmy's been stuck in the well, and somehow little Timmy came rocketing out of it at very high speeds while being carried by a rat. That sounds like a very funny thing to put in my game now. I really want to do that. The dragon might befriend a lost child or wandering minstrel, or an innkeeper serving as a companion for days or weeks on end. Honestly, I kind of see this like gold dragon being like a really cool person. Like, it's just like, yeah, my name's fucking Ricky Bobby, you know? It's like, hey, what's up? And then a dickhead comes up and he's just like super evil, starts trying to build a cult, and then that dickhead suddenly dies, but he seems like a really cool guy, and like Ricky Bobby's just like, oh, I wonder what happened. Master Hoarders. A gold dragon keeps its hoard in a well-guarded vault deep within its lair. I imagine like a literal vault with like the big-ass wheel, like a bank vault. Magical wards placed on the vault make it all but impossible to remove any treasures without the dragon knowing about it. First of all, don't dragons already know when you fuck with their fucking shit? A gold dragon's lair. A gold dragon makes her home in the most out-of-the-way places, like the moon, where they can do as they please without arousing suspicion or fear. Most dwell near idyllic. I don't know how to say that word. I would assume idyllic does not look like that, but it might. And rivers, Mist-shrouded islands, cave complexes, hidden around sparkling waterfalls or ancient ruins. I'm going to be fucking honest. If I knew anything about dragons, that's exactly where I'd check. I would stay the fuck away from, like, anything with that's a hole in the ground. Anything that I can't blatantly see. You don't see dragons just laying in the middle of a fucking prairie with its eggs. You don't see that. That's where I would put my settlement, right? That's where I would go. Like, yeah, I'd have to deal with onkegs or some shit, but that's not as bad as a fucking dragon, right? You see a mountain fucking spire or like a mountain peak or some shit, stay the fuck away from that. There's probably a dragon there. Like, not good shit, right? Even if it's benevolent, bad shit happens typically. I don't know why I went on that rant, but I did. And dragons terrify people. On lair actions. On initiative count 20, losing initiative ties. The dragon takes a lair action to cause one of the following effects. And the dragon can't use the same effect 2 rounds in a row. The dragon glimpses into the future, so it has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws until the initiative count 20 on the next round. That is super OP, and I, as a gold dragon, would definitely be using those. Or using that very often. One creature the dragon can see within 120 feet of it must succeed on a DC 15 Charisma saving throw or be banished to a dream plane. A different plane of existence that the dragon has imagined into being. To escape, the creature must take an action to make a charisma check contested by the dragons. If the creature wins, it escapes the dream plane. Otherwise, the effect ends on an initiative count 20 on the next round. So pretty much you're just laying down unconscious. When the effect ends, a creature reappears. Oh no, you're completely gone. The creature reappears in the space it left or the nearest unoccupied space if it's occupied now. I actually thought you were just unconscious because it said dream. Regional effects. The region containing a legendary gold dragon's lair. Yeah, it said that legendary gold dragon's lair is warped by the dragon's magic, which creates one or more of the following effects. Whenever a creature that can understand a language sleeps or enters a state or trance or reverie within 6 miles of the dragon's lair, the dragon can establish telepathic contact with that creature and converse with it in its dreams. The creature remembers its conversation with the dragon upon waking. First of all, this makes no fucking sense. These things already fucking hate talking with people. Why would they do this? This wouldn't make sense. That would be smart if it's like in the guise of a fucking rat being like, hey, fuck off, I don't want you being here. But it doesn't make sense that it wants to talk to you this way. Like, at least lore-wise, from what I've already read, it doesn't make sense. So I get it if it's like really good people and it's like, hey, you can come chill at my place, you seem tired, blah blah blah, even though they probably wouldn't do this anyways. But it's like, yeah, sure, whatever, come, you know. But if it's like evil guys, it's like, I will fucking hunt you down and fucking murder you if you don't leave. That I can understand because it hates evil. Just distinct foes of evil, right? What did they use? I forgot. Dedicated foes of evil. That's what it is. I can see that. But if you're good, it's probably gonna be like, I don't really give a fuck about you. Why are you here? Just don't even contact. Automatically doesn't make sense. Banks of beautiful opalescent mist manifest within 6 miles of the dragon's lair. The mist doesn't obscure anything. It pretty much just there. It assumes haunting forms when evil creatures are near the dragon or non-evil creatures in the mists, warning such creatures of danger. I just imagine like a very big human is just like walking around and people think there's giants and shit. Gems and pearls within a mile of the dragon's lair sparkle and gleam, shedding dim light in a 5-foot radius. That's pretty cool. In a 5-foot radius. If the dragon dies, these effects end immediately. Just imagine you like pick up a pearl, it's like really shiny, it's like lighting your way, and then just poof. You're like, I'm fucking lost. This sucks. That really would suck. But that is the lore on the gold dragon. 9 minutes worth of me getting off topic. Now on to the stats. The ancient gold dragon is a gargantuan being. It is lawful good. Uber lawful good. You think angels are dicks. I'm pretty sure these guys are fucking just as bad. They have a natural armor class of 22, probably a +5 ring of protection. Natural armor, hit point average of 546. This thing can take on and rival demons and devils. Arch devils and demon lords. They have a 28 D20 plus 252 to HP average, pretty much, you know what I mean. They have a movement speed of 40 feet, flight speed of 80 feet, and a swim speed of 40 feet. They have a strength stat of 30 plus 10. Dexterity of 14 plus 2, Constitution of 29 plus 9, Intelligence of 18 plus 4, Wisdom of 17 plus 3, and a Charisma of 28 plus 9. Not only will it just crush you with its paw, it'll tell you how you're going to die in excruciating pain, and you're going to like it. Because for some reason, you're a masochist in my eyes. This doesn't make any sense, but you know what? I've had that theme for most of these videos dealing with the Gold Dragon, so we're going to keep it. Its proficient saving throws are Dexterity plus 9, Constitution 16, Wisdom 10, Charisma 16, meaning that's like a plus 7, I think. Yeah, like a plus 7, I think, to fucking proficiency bonus. I don't want to count on my fingers because that's what I do because I'm very bad at math. I'm a very terrible Asian. Its proficient skills are Insight plus 10, Perception plus 17, Persuasion plus 16, and Stealth plus 9. Which means that I was correct because that's the only one that I actually, on the top of my head, know the base stat for that. They're immune to fire, I would say acid also. They have blind sight up to 60 feet, dark vision up to 120 feet, and a passive perception 27. They speak Common and Draconic, and definitely whatever languages you want at this point. They're probably very late hundreds to thousands of years old by this point. They're amphibious, so they can breathe air and water, and have legendary resistances 3 times a day. They have multi-attack. They can use its Frightful Presence, then make 3 attacks, one with its bite, and 2 with its claws. The bite is a melee weapon attack, plus 17 to hit, reach of 15 feet, 1 target only, 21 average, 2d10 plus 10 piercing damage. The claw is a melee weapon attack, plus 17 to hit, reach of 10 feet, 1 target only, 21 average, 2d10 plus 10 slashing damage. The tail is a melee weapon attack, plus 17 to hit, reach of 20 feet, 1 target only, 19 average, 2d8 plus 10 bludgeoning damage. Give it some spells. This is probably like a level 17 wizard by this point. I would definitely utilize it. It has Frightful Presence. Each creature of the dragon's choice within 120 feet of it that is aware of it must succeed a DC 24 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. Be 8 feet away from it, pretty much. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on success. If it succeeds or the effect ends, the creature is immune to the Frightful Presence of this dragon for the next 24 hours. Doesn't mean if there's another dragon and it fails that one, that it's afraid of that dragon. So just be aware of that. It has Shape Change, which it's the exact same thing as the adult dragon, or the adult variant of the dragon. Pretty much, it shape changes into whatever the hell it wants that is equal or lower CR rating. It maintains a lot of its stats, like hit points, hit dice, ability to speak, proficiencies, legendary resistance, layer actions, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, as well as this action. Everything else goes to whatever it shape changed into. Now, its breath weapons. They recharge on a d6 roll of 5 or 6. The dragon uses one of the following breath weapons. The Fire Breath. In a 90-foot cone, each creature in that area must make a DC 24 Dexterity saving throw, taking 71 average 3d10 plus 13d10. Sorry, I just saw the 3 and kept saying 3d10. 13d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. And the Weakening Breath is also a 90-foot cone, but it's a DC 24 Strength saving throw. But if you don't succeed, you have a disadvantage on strength-based attack rolls, strength checks, and strength saving throws till the end of the minute. You can repeat the saving throws at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. So, if you don't pass, you don't get good strength. It has legendary actions. It can use 3 of them, or it has 3 of them, and it has to go after someone else's turn, including its own allies. It can make a perception check, it can make a tail attack, or it can use its wing attack, which costs 2 actions. The dragon beats its wings. Each creature within 15 feet of the dragon must succeed on a DC 25 Dexterity saving throw or take 17 average, 2d6 plus 10 bludgeoning damage, and be knocked prone. The dragon can then fly up to half of its movement speed, probably trying to evade you. That is all on the Ancient Dragon, Gold Dragon, and that was a lot of talking. But I appreciate all of you watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me. And please like and share this with whoever you think would enjoy this. It does mean a lot because I'm trying to get my channel to do a lot more. I'm trying to at least make my niche corner in D&D YouTube. But I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Peace.